Got the Cub Cadet. It's an LT 1022, 22 horsepower Briggs & Stratton with a 46-inch deck. Cyclo cut, I guess it is. If you forgot how to put your belt on, this is the video for you. I actually just went ahead and drew the route on the side of the deck so I wouldn't forget. I've also got this shroud removed, which really helps if you got issues with your deck, with your belt popping off of your deck. It's probably because you're not aligned properly. So your deck might be too low, and your belt might be it's just too steep of an angle and it keeps popping off one of the spindles. So you might need to look at getting your spindles squared up more, especially your idler pulleys. They can get a little wonky, and then that's what causes it. But if you're just looking at how to get the belt back on, let me see if I can just set you up over here. Alright, so what you're going to do is take your belt, start from the left side of the tractor. You want to lower your deck all the way to the ground, which I've got it on low. Now these are V belts, which means they're in the kind of a shape of a V, if you can believe it. The inside part of the V, the skinny part we'll call it, needs to go in the spindles. So it sits in there. I mean, obviously it's pretty obvious, but if you accidentally get it flipped around, you're gonna have lots of problems. So take your belt, slide it all the way to the other side. Sometimes I can do this with one hand, but push it all the way to the other side, and then come on over to the right side of the tractor. Take the belt, push it up, and start it on this spindle here. Alright, hopefully you can see that. So I just leave it sitting in that spindle there. And then you gotta lay next to the left side of the tractor. So once you've got it hooked on that far one over there, you're going to get on your side and you're going to get dirty. Keep a bit of tension on it. It's going to go in front of this one here, around. This is the toughest part. So if you can get this down, you'll be laughing. Around that one and in between these two, okay? So it goes around, inside of these two, back around this way, and then the other side of that far one, and your right hand just sits on this close left pulley here. And then you got all this slack here. And then the last move you're going to do is just take your slack, come up here, go on the far side of the spindle, and then on the inside of the deck here, there's a push, a little handle that you're gonna push on. There we go. And you just push it, and that gets you this little idler pulley here. You push on that, and you can see your spring there, right? That's what gives you the last little bit of tension to get around the front drive pulley. And yeah, then you're pretty much good to go. You can raise your deck up. For me, unfortunately, like I was saying, this one's a little too loose. That's why I'm having issues with my deck popping off. So I think I might just jam a couple washers underneath there. I just got to get it up more, get a little more square. I don't usually cut on the smallest level anyways. I usually bring her up to level 3 or whatever. But here, I'll get you right underneath in case you couldn't see that last bit. But yeah, you're basically gonna go off the far side, around this one here, in between, right? And then it comes back out, around there, around this one, and then hits that back one there. And then using this is the pulley I was talking about here. So you're pushing on that, and then your last move is that drive pulley, okay? So there's the belt there. And here's my little diagram like I showed you. So I start here, I put it around this one. It comes around here, in between this one. This is a spindle too. And it heads up that way and this way, and your last move is just to put it on there. And you're good to go.